see the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air, it's Underwood. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can...
There he goes! Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
To the ground with the back. Cut there. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Klein. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Wants to keep it in the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Trying to set up the screen. Bulldozes his way through. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. We talked a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people here...
It's a seam wide open! And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got to do something to kind of put him at least in a little bit of thinking, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of pressure, because right now he's starting to get in the rhythm, and that's not good for this defense.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now on second down. They'll go right back to it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score tied 7-7.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And I tell you what, those slant routes, they're timing routes, and those are really hard to get your hand on the football. Nice job by the defender seeing it, reacting to it, and getting his mitten there to knock it down.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got out of trouble and throws. This time he's got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first. Made the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go-bucks against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
Linebackers have a tough job, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover two drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no.
Turning it on. Oh, the ball squirts out. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it... And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Klein. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to bowl his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. Worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. On the run, it's Haynes. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Got the quick pass. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half.
Of the first half. This is Michigan 14, South Carolina 7.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start. They don't care.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And the Wolverines pick up the first down. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Unloads to the wideout. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Throwing right. He makes the catch. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away, so his eyes...
Lets it fly! Oh, he had it! The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Trying to change now on 2nd and long.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interesting to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Michigan 21, South Carolina 7.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Gonna look downfield again. Using his legs to buy some time. It's complete. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll have it. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
To the air, it's Sellers. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
The offense changing the play. Trying to get the corner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, go beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Skips away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Harbor. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.